just directly proceed to emergency department. All you have to say, this person has a suicidal thought, they have tried to attempt.
Okay, I would say that this is where hopefully at a different setting, yeah, the proper channel like the school, the teachers, or the parents, the workplace, the supervisors, the manager, when the individual is actually at risk or already down and out, but yet they refuse to accept help because they may not be aware that they are breaking down. So therefore, at this different type of setting, we need to have a much more firm action. For example, families always feel so difficult when they have to call the police to bring their family members into the hospital. But it has to be done. If the person has actually, breakdown with, difficult or even violence behavior, we need to force hospitalization. So parents have to call the police or the hospital to get help. And, they have to do this. At workplace, it's also the same. HR or the company need to set up proper policy and procedures that when an employee actually have a breakdown at the workplace setting, what are the SOP? What should we do to actually get this person to a medical professional, including forced hospitalization too? How do we gather, like an internal crisis management team that is going to come in, even if this person is already breaking down and, unfortunately with a lot of disruptive behavior, how do we actually, call the family, of course, but at the same time bring this person to the hospital. So this is where the different settings need to have all the SOP, or even in school. I'm not sure whether we have proper SOP. If a student is suicidal, is so distressed, is up on the balcony, what are we going to do?
Or like in the US, where a kid brings a gun to school.
Yes, precisely.
You know?
We soon may have situation like that in Asia.
Not.
Don't laugh about it.
Yeah.
Don't laugh about it.
Yeah.
So, but again, I think what I want to drum in for the audience today, I hope there are some audience who are actually people in such position to look at the different settings that we need to follow all these measures in place. So not only looking at the carers or the loved ones, that is struggling on how to get this person that is down and out to get help, but we need that proper setup in the different settings.
On that though, because I spent some time with the people at MERS 999, when a situation like this happens, let's say a family member, it might not just be dementia, they're walking around in town because you don't have time to take care of them. It could be something far worse, something violent. You call emergency, they only ask you 4 very important things. Where? What's your name? Can we get in touch with you? And who do you want to get in touch with? In this case, it's probably the cops, right? Are they, I'm not putting anyone down here, but are they capable of dealing with someone who is potentially violent but has a mental condition and needs help? They're not violent for the sake of being violent.
Yes.
Do they have sufficient training for that?
I would answer on behalf of what I known previously, because Superintendent Jenny Ong, she has just retired last year. She was leading our Bukit Aman, the special division on mental health. So I would say that they work very hard to train their police personnel to handle. And in fact, I was having a session with a family just this week, and the mother actually explained to me that they stay in Puchong. So apparently, the Puchong police officers surprisingly were very good at managing the child of this mom when the child got violent, and they managed to get the child to University Hospital to hospitalize her. So I would say that the police division, they are trying their best to even train their police personnel to handle this special area. So just like what Lakshmi said, the school are also trying to do their best. So, but there are, of course, certain area like certain police division that may not be so equipped, and then they mishandle the patient and so on and so forth. That's where, unfortunately, we always hear about the bad news. So today I want to share the good news, like in
They are
Puchong
doing
level,
something.
the police did a good job and helped this family in distress.
Correct. Yeah, and I think
Yeah.
my experience as well in the hospital, they work very closely with the hospital, and usually they know how to manage. If they do not know how to manage, they will always call us and ask our opinion.
Yeah.
So I think bravo to the police department. I think
Yeah.
they're doing really a good job of coming and dealing with people with mental illness, and they will usually bring to hospital for an assessment
Yeah.
if they are not sure what to do and things like that.
Right.
If I may add on,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
right. Okay, we're talking about police. Yeah, I do deal with them also, but there are also conditions. When I went for one of the training, one of the police from the PDRM, they've mentioned that they train their members, okay, the police force, how to deal with mental illness person. They are trained, but into what extent they are trained, I won't be able to answer that
Yeah.
part. But they have already taken the initiative in managing that situation.
Yeah.
And adding on to what Mian have mentioned, probably I just want to cover a little bit on that question. Okay, when they said about the person doesn't accept the help.
That up, yeah.
Okay, as I've already shared earlier, okay, give them the space and time and
Yeah.
all that. We have to look into the condition. Okay, if that person it is not in a danger conditions, okay, you are still okay to give them some space, time to give the support, to create that safety net and all that to ensure that person to come to you. But the condition that
Yeah.
me and have
This
explained
is
is the
like
one.
you've
Yeah.
exhausted all
Yes,
avenues.
it's exhausted all, and if they're already in the suicidal condition, okay, when they really break down to the extent they want to harm themselves or they're going to harm another person. All right, in this condition, even we as a practitioner, we can't hold it as in secrecy, we cannot tell. You have to seek help. Of course, that's where the police comes in. If that person is only threatening, like they're going to eat something, right? If you still can handle the situation, it's not danger yet. They're suicidal, but you can still handle. Immediately bring them to hospital. You don't have to go and look for a psychiatry appointment, nothing. Just directly proceed to emergency department, any hospital. Emergency department, all you have to say, this person has a suicidal thought, they have tried to attempt or they just, they have done this. Enough. They have the team, they have a special room
But
in the
correction,
emergency
actually
room.
only government hospitals.
Yes,
Yeah.
sorry,
Alright.
government hospital. Okay, government hospital, emergency department.
Right.
So they will deal. They have the on-call psychiatry to come in, they will take in the case from there.
Yeah, that's
Right.
good information to know because again, it goes back to the whole KKM thing. We're gonna go to KKM and then
That's for
diagnose
normal
and-
cases.
Yeah, but it's emergency.
Emergency,
Right.
directly you can bring.
It's good to
Second
know.
thing, let's say that person is already having a weapon like a knife or gun or something that can they try to harm themselves. Let's say they're threatening, I'm going to cut myself. You know there's a knife, you don't become a hero, try to stop that because in that struggle, maybe that person didn't cut themselves, but because of what you are doing, you might have stabbed them.
Yes.
Right? So try to call the police, try to get whatever protections needed. While the help is on the way, try to talk to that person. Try to persuade, buy some time, before the help is there.
Right.
Do whatever you can, but remember everyone has a limitation. Okay, everyone has the boundaries. Do as much as you can, but don't exhaust or feel guilty if that person don't want the help.
Yeah.
Right? A lot of people are taking blame that I
Yeah.
can't do much. Okay, do as much as you can. If you can't, leave it to the expert or give that person some time.